I was playing the game 5 Steps to Hitler, where you click random article, and then you see how quickly you can get to the Hitler article.
Okay.
And lo and behold, I said, is that... Hugh Laurie? For some reason, not all Hitler pictures, but the Wikipedia article photo looks like Hugh Laurie.
Of Hitler?
Yeah.
There was a website called Uncyclopedia.
Oh, I remember Uncyclopedia,
which was
yeah.
a parody of Wikipedia where
Yeah.
you could submit articles.
You submitted some, huh?
I did a lot of writing for Uncyclopedia. I wrote a first-hand account of how Matt Damon and I got into a fight once and got into a bar fight. And then
Did that really happen?
No. A lot of wasted time. That's all I can say.
As a, I don't know, maybe 12-year-old, I used to, it's not sexual before anyone questions it, roleplay on forums, which is basically just a less cool version of that. So you would like make a character and they would interact with other people's characters and you would write your bit and then you'd wait a day and they would write their bit. And I spent a lot of time doing that, but none of it was funny.
It was you and like 60, 30-year-old men
gonna
pretending to be
say,
12-year-old.
You know, it was also lame because I was probably the same age, which means it was older, which means it was more niche and probably worse at the time. I did fantasy wrestling.
What is that? What does
It
that
was
entail?
a fantasy wrestling.
Sorry, James.
Let me, Christine.
Big laughs.
It was a wrestling website where you would create a character, submit a description of that character, and then they had events. Well, you basically submit monologues. They would say, we're going to give you 5 minutes of time on the mic. The admins of the website would say, we're going to give you 5 minutes of time on the mic. And then depending on how good you were at promoting your own storylines and stuff like that, then they would give you more and more face time.
Ooh.
I would submit monologues in character to this website and the admins would read it and they'd be like, all right, we're going to give you a spot in our Monday show, which was just a text document that they released on Monday.
You could have made your own
Wow.
text document any day you wanted.
They would read your monologues and then you would say
Laura.
what some of your moves were, like your signature move or your finisher, what your moves were and what they were called. And then ultimately when you had a match, they would book it.
Oh.
So they would write the action description for everything that happened in the match. So you'd be reading, you'd be like, they win.
Wow.
I won not the championship belt, but I ended up winning like the equivalent of the Intercontinental title. And then a bunch of people would message me asking if I want to be on their tag team.
So Alana, how old were you when you did your forum?
12 to 14, maybe?
So you were 22.
Let's say 38. But yeah.
I'm trying to figure out if that makes you a jock or makes you a nerd.
That's the question I've been wondering my whole life. Don't know.
But millennials don't
I
have
was a-
jocks and nerds
I was
anymore.
I was a theater kid that was also a varsity athlete.
That's straight out of a Disney movie.
I was-
Disney Channel movie.